What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight, we have several things we're going to talk about. But before we get into a lot of that stuff that we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to look at some ICP tokens and their price. We're going to look at Internet Computer and its price and see where it could be heading to. A lot of the other altcoins right now are kind of having a hard time. It looks like my connection is really bad here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is just freezing up a storm. Is it bad for you guys too? How can I vamp up my connection? Hold on. I'm gonna bring the router closer to me. Hold on. Oh, that means I gotta unplug it. Okay. Well, I can bring it at least a little bit closer. Still pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah, it's just freezing. My last couple of videos have been like this. I watched the last one and my mouth would be moving, but it would just be freezing so bad. So is it getting better now? Let's see. No, it's freezing. Dang it. Yeah, mine, it looks like it's just, yeah, I'm going super slow on my end. Let's see. It's probably because I have a bunch of stuff open here. Let's try to get rid of some of these things here. I can open them later. Does that looks, yeah, I think that makes a big difference. Oh no, it's still freezing. Oh, okay. Any ideas? Anybody? How I can boost my connection? Boost it real quick. Yeah, but if I do that, it'll cut the live stream off. If I restart the router, I might have to though, because this is really bad. Oh, what I can do is restart the connection. I might have to use my phone's connection. That's what I'll do. Um, I'm going to use the mobile hotspot on my phone. Bear with me one second, guys. Sorry. My home internet is just horrible. Wow, the networks won't even. There we go. Now it should work 100% better. Okay. I got to go plug this in though, so the phone doesn't die now. Just give me one second. We'll get started. All right. That should be better now. Okay, let's get started. So, basically, I'm gonna restart my router next time before I start the show because my internet connection has been steadily getting worse. I actually probably should call them because it's normally not this bad. Like I have bad internet, but this is really bad. So, hopefully that will help. Doing that. But what I want to talk about today is how ICP was manipulated at the beginning of launch, with the perpetual futures listing, 4 days before. It pumped the price to what 500 to, I on Coinbase it says it went to $750. But Dominic Williams said that it basically went to $500. So I believe, anywhere from 500 to 750. Anything higher than that, absolutely not. That's just, lies out there, manipulation, whatever. But The farther down that you go with a layer one like this, if you think about Algorand, it pumped up to $2.88. I remember that pump because I caught it. I sold it like probably 275, and it went all the way up to 288. I got in at like a dollar something, and it just pumped from like because we went up to $2. I was like, should I sell? Should I sell? And I held it, and then we pumped all the way up to 288 real quick in like one day, and I was able to sell it. But if you think of where Algorand is now and actually where it was in the last bull market, you can kind of get an idea of how much cryptos go down from a bear market to a bull market. If they survive the bear market, then the next bull market, you see anywhere from 100 to I've seen 250x. I've seen even 1000x, for meme coins and stuff. But layer ones, you can actually get a nice 100 or up to 250% or 250x, not percent, 250x from where we're at. If we 100x from ICP from this bear market to the next bull market, that would be a $360 internet computer for the price of that crypto at the time in the next bull market. And that's definitely possible. I think that would probably be a swing wick high of about 360. I think, my actual estimation is between 100 and 200, but there is a possibility that we 100x, especially since, around that $500 level is where we actually started in the journey of ICP, basically is where it went. And it probably should only went to about 300. So what I want to tell you guys is any crypto that survives the bear market, it at least 20 to 50 X's in the next bull market. That's factual information from a bear market to a bull market. It's happened every single time. So if you buy ICP right now, or if you buy, no, if you bought ICP at $6, or you bought ICP when, say it was coming down from 16, you bought it like $10, and you're like, man, this just sucks, dude. I just keep losing money after money after money. This is a bear market, guys. The only way you're really going to make money in a bear market is to day trade or swing trade. And that is just basically leverage trading, riding the waves. When we have an uptrend, you put in a long. When there's a downtrend, you put in a short. You can make money like that. But you have to get your long-term bags. If you want to make real money in crypto without like risking all for leverage trading, because I only do leverage trading in small amounts. I will never do a large leverage trade. I'm going to become, financially stable in a different way by hodling. So not just hodling, but making my money work for me. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about today, is that staking portion of it. That's a huge part of what is going to help almost double my crypto that I have. So if you finally reach your goal, this is what I want to tell you guys. A lot of us have these goals set, like we want 1,000 ICP or we want this, and then we reach our goals, right? Well, the cool thing is if you stake your ICP in staking, even for 2 years or 4 years or 8 years, and you go and you look at that neuron calculator, you can see how much ICP you're going to get in that time. So if you're buying ICP at $3.50, you have, say, 2,000 ICP in the bear market. You put in for, say the next 2 years till the next bull market. And with those 2,000, you're going to gain about 500 extra ICP. So you're going to end up not only with, ICP going up because you're buying it in a bear market, but you are also going to get 500 extra ICP. And then say you have another neuron with about 200 in it, or let's say 500. You have 500 in it for 4 years. And then you have another 8-year neuron with like, say, 150 or 200 for 8 years, and then have them all release during the bull cycles, which how can you know when the bull cycles, we talked about this, follow the Bitcoin halving. It used to be around 18 months after the halving, we would have our bull run. Now it happens right around halving. So anywhere in 2024, 2028, 2032, 2036. And what the halving is basically the miners, the people that verify transactions for, Bitcoin transactions, they get paid a fee every block that is mined. And that goes down by half every 4 years, which makes the supply and demand the thing that makes crypto worth money and makes the price go up. The less supply you have and the more demand you have for a Bitcoin or an ICP, the more the price is going to rise. So right now, people are scared and they haven't really heard about ICP that much, and they're starting to now. This is the time right now. You're getting in ICP, if you're doing it right now, at the beginning of when people are going to start to hear about it. When you have people like BitBoy Crypto with 1.5 gazillion, subscribers, 1.5 million subscribers, people are going to start to hear about this. That's a lot of people. 70,000 people a day or per video watch his videos, and that's just on the low end. So a lot of people are starting to hear about ICP. So, and why? He isn't doing it just to have a puff piece. He wasn't given like $1 million just to say that. I really believe that he looked at the tech and he looked at, well, all of us kind of didn't like ICP because it just kind of went down, 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 but we know the reason for it now. So now that everybody knows the reason behind the despicable actions of shady characters that actually went under themselves and their crypto tanked and ours survived, people are going to recognize that. And ICP is going to survive the next bull run is Solana. So it was questionable before. People were like, oh, ICP won't last. ICP will be gone. And now it's like, well, ICP is probably going to be here and maybe Solana's not, because it took a huge, huge hit, and the internet computer does it better anyway. So anyway, my catalyst is this, guys. If you just have some patience, we get through this bear market. That's basically what we're doing right now. We're getting through this. It's crypto winter. Why do you think I've had my coat on for so long? It's crypto winter, guys. And yeah. All right, let's get into the chat, and then we'll actually go into charts and a couple other things. Dominic Williams actually tweeted out something, not of mine, but talking about something that I've been talking about on my video yesterday. So maybe he saw it. Maybe Dom watches my videos. That'd be cool. I'd love to have him on the channel. Like, that'd be cool to have Six Figs, Agito, Victor, and Dom on the channel. That would be way cool. One day, that's my goal, is to have Dominic Williams on the channel one day. That would be awesome. ICP is not my internet provider. Someone just bought the ICP flower I wanted, so I'm kind of down and trying to find a different one worthy enough of my money in my range. Yeah, so it's pretty hard to find the one that you like. Sometimes you look forever and find it, and sometimes, it's just, wow, that one, that's mine, and it when it's yours. So that kind of sucks. You're like, yeah, that's mine. And then you finally get the money for it and someone bought it. I get that. That sucks. But you'll find another one. Because there's always a few pieces that resonate with me, at least. I don't know if you're the same, but but it's hard to find. And so don't buy one until you resonate with it. And you'll end up with a good one. Maybe there's a better one out there for you. That's the way I look at it. If you didn't buy that one, maybe it wasn't meant to be yours. Maybe you'll find a better one and be like, yes, I'm glad I didn't get that other one, because I might get this better one for cheaper or a higher rarity, or I like it better, or whatever the situation is. So just look at it that way. The flower you wanted, you'll find another. Okay, cool. Cool. Accumulation. That's the name of the game, guys. That's what started me on my journey to 1,630 ICP. My first goal was 1 Bitcoin, and I just Bitcoin went up too fast. When I started that journey, it was at $8,000, and when it went up to 15, 20, 30,000, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to get a full Bitcoin. So I went to ICP. Actually, I probably have almost enough for a full Bitcoin right now. But the name of the game is accumulation. And if you can accumulate without selling just for a couple more years, I mean, we might only have 6 months to a year left of this bear market. And we might actually have a nice little pump here soon, is what I'm thinking is going to happen even before the bear market ends. It looks like we have a double bottom in Bitcoin, though, and I'm going to show you that today as well. Okay, that's them talking. But I love to see my community, communicating together. So first off, I want to go into this little tweet that I made off of actually a tweet that Dominic Williams made about a video that I made yesterday. But That's kind of confusing how I said that. Basically, he made a tweet about something I talked about in the video yesterday. And here it is. I retweeted it here, so if you want to go give me some love there, that'd be great. But this is the tweet I'm talking about. Internet computer ICP blockchain is self-governing and updating. 123.3 million ICP is locked minimum 8 years inside the network nervous system DAO World Computer Governance System. This secures network management and reflects the ecosystem's strength. Governance total volume locked is huge and powerhouse indeed. Okay, so 123.3 million ICP are staked, and that's 25% of the total supply for 8 years. And remember, we looked at that yesterday, and we're actually going to, look at this today. I want to show you that in a minute too. But yes, as we were talking about yesterday, 53.8% of the total supply is actually staked. So that and 123.3 million are for 8 years. And if you look over here, he is correct. 123.25 million ICP locked up for a minimum of 8 years. Most of those have a 4-year no dissolve delay and then an 8-year stake after that. So that's going to be about 12 years. That's just the minimum, is what he's saying, of 8 years. Most of that is probably going to be close to 12 years, depending on when they started their stake, right? And a big influx right around here. It went from about 120 million to 123, well, 122 right there, just in a matter of in a matter of 4 days. From 10/6/2022 to 10/11, 2 million ICP got locked up. That's incredible. And 53.8% of the total supply is locked up. So that is so incredible. I know we talked about that yesterday too. But Dom made this tweet today. So maybe he does watch the video. Who knows? That would be really cool. But yeah, I said I made a video about that. And this guy was asking a question about, the APY. Nice. 8 years is great. What are the incentives API for those 8 years? And remember the neuron calculator we made videos about? If you haven't followed the channel, I will show you this real quick. This is the network nervous system neuron calculator. And this is going to show you exactly how much ICP you have staking, for how long the staking period, dissolve delay, and how much you will receive in staking rewards. And I will link this in the chat right now because I think this is one of the most important features of ICP, especially if you're new. Check this out before you start staking. You can actually see exactly how many rewards you're going to receive for this. Even just 100 ICP, you can end up with 58.15% return on investment for just 5 years there. And 2 is dissolving. So I'm not going to go a lot into this, but I am going to put it in the chat for you guys because there is a video about that if you want to go check it out on my channel. Just look up Neuron Calculator Bitcoin Renegade, and you should be able to find it on YouTube. So there's that. And I will link it after this video. Live videos have to process before I can put the little thing up in the corner for the video. But I will link those videos in the corner after it processes. I know that doesn't really help you right this second, but all right. Now let's go over to something else cool that I want to show you. And this is going to be, where is it? Where is it? Darn it. Where? Oh, it's right here. Voting rewards. I wanted to show you this. So another way, instead of the neuron calculator, to understand how much you're actually going to get for staking your ICP. Sorry about that little mix up there. But this will tell you right here if you have it annualized. If you have it staked for 8 years, you will get 18.7% annualized returns. Now, if you have it for 7 years, that goes down to about 17. If you have it for about 2 years, that's still 11% per year. That's annualized. So every year you get 11%. If you have it for 2 years, that's 22% return on investment. And the more ICP you have, the more you will gain. So this is all about the voting here. You get a certain percentage of voting power when you lock up your crypto. Anyone can stake ICP inside the network nervous system, which governs the internet computer, to earn new ICP in the form of voting rewards. When ICP is staked, it creates a neuron that can vote on proposals that update, manage, and configure the network, which are executed automatically. Neurons can be configured to vote automatically by following other neurons. And this is what I do. I made a video talking about this, how to set up your following another neuron so they vote for you. I don't go into my neuron except to, stake my maturity or spawn a new neuron, because I have followed somebody, the internet, Dfinity Foundation. I just followed someone. Yeah, I'm not going to go into who that is, but the people I followed, um, they basically vote for me, and I earn the rewards. You can do that manually if you want, but I want to read this to you. Estimated trailing 24-hour annualized return from a neuron with an age of 0, assuming conversion of maturity to ICP at a maturity modulation of 0%, and that all voting power votes on all proposals. Voting reward percentages change dynamically over time and depend on the number of ICP token holders participating in network governance, as well as the dissolve delay and age of their neurons. So that is basically telling you how this amount is going to change over time, depending on all of these different parameters. How many people are there, your dissolve delay, age of neuron, and that kind of stuff. So now I want to go in to, let's look at the price, because this is what we need to do. See where we're at right now. I'm doing like kind of a, I don't know, host vibe tonight. I have that kind of sing-songy host voice. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I'm feeling it, man. I'm in the zone. It looks like a massive double bottom here for me, with this right here. So on Bitcoin, though, I do want to point this out. Bitcoin is in the middle of a massive double bottom. And the internet computer is not in the same way on this time frame. If you check this out right here, let's go to the weekly. Okay. Well, maybe not. I was seeing this in a different way before. Yeah, I think we're not going to get that double bottom. It's too far at an angle like that. So scratch that. No double bottom. I don't think that can play out. I mean, if you kind of use the wick, so yeah, definitely that's the problem. It's the wick. So if you follow the wick, yeah, it is a double bottom. Okay, let's just look at it. We're not. I normally do candlesticks, so and I don't normally do the wicks. So if we actually concentrate on just the wicks, we do have a double bottom. So it's not too far apart here. Uh, yeah, I could see a double bottom there, and that could possibly be very, very bullish. And it still could be some sort of a W pattern. I know it's a wonky W, but hey, nothing's perfect in crypto, right? So I could see this massive W playing out, and we go all the way up to $30,000. This is a definite possibility, because normally, if you look, let's go back with Bitcoin. I'm actually glad I can show you this. I've been thinking about this a lot lately myself. If you look at how every single, oh my goodness, if you think about how every single bear situation in the bull market ended, now check this out. the same type of situation happen right here. And then we go and we touch that level one more time before the massive blast off here. See, and how this level right here is much higher than this level right here. Same thing, guys. And I'm seeing it right here. The same exact ending. We go down, down, down even further and then blast off. This is almost the exact same thing we're seeing here, except on a larger time frame. And it happened here too. It's happened basically every single time we've had a bear market type situation. We go down further before a blast off. And that's just kind of the way. And I think that's kind of what we're in for this wonky little W pattern that we have right here. The same exact thing down here. So only on a larger time frame. So the only difference is this one is from May 17th to July 19th. Now, this one is much longer. So that is the difference that I see. But it did drop a lot further too, and it's on a much larger time scale. So this one went from June all the way to November. So July, August, September, October, November, 5 months. So this was a 2 month long one right here, from May to July, June, May, June, July. Yeah, 2 months here. And then now we have like a 5 month long, but the same exact thing, right? So that's, I'm hoping that, and let's see if the internet computer kind of follows. Yep. I mean, it kind of follows that same thing here. We could have a possible double bottom. Um, Again, with the wicks, right? We have a possible double bottom right here. Um, and that could be good. And it could be a nice little W too. Um, Oh, and it's not going to go that high. It probably will go to about right here. So about 425 would be good. Now, if we look on the week, see, when in doubt, zoom out, guys. Seriously, we've been here before, but this was a bull market one. This is a bear market one. That's the difference too. So remember that we're in a bull market right here. This is the bear market version of the same thing, and they always push us down further before the breakout. That's how money is made. They liquidate shorts and longs and then pump. They go up and down so violently that it does that. So I think that's about all we're gonna have today. I wanted to show you that. I'm not gonna go a lot into the charts right now, just because I did yesterday. So if you want to see the more in-depth analysis on the charts, we're basically kind of in the same area that we are right now. We have some resistance and support at about 380 to $4. We have resistance, we have support at about 350. If we break that 350, it could get a little bit worse. But look at Bitcoin going down from 16,000 all the way down to 15,500, and ICP did not see another all-time low. Remember that. So ICP is doing really well considering the circumstances. That's why I look at the whole picture and not just one part of it. That's why even in technical analysis, you have the RSI, you have the EMAs, you have the Bollinger, you have, patterns like head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders and ascending triangles. And then you have, theories like the, Wyckoff accumulation and then other things like that. But then you have the news. Then you also have what's going on in the ecosystem and what they're building. And so there's so many different aspects that define a crypto and a project that people, they just see price and they think, okay, well, this is everything. This is the whole project. This is, if the price is going down, that means, this or that, but they don't understand that if the price is doing, not so great, but everything is not doing so great, but the ecosystem is making leaps and bounds, in innovation and technology and, collaboration and all of these different aspects that the internet computer is ushering forward in this new season, and is starting to be noticed because of it. And sometimes all you got to do is survive to be noticed. The underdog, and that is what I consider dfinity. That is what I consider myself as an influencer, I'm an underdog. You know, I'm not a million subscribed channel yet. I plan to one day be bigger. I probably never reach a million. But with your guys' help, I will get the word out about ICP in this bear market before, people are like, well, you just told us when it was at 200 and now it's at 500. Well, good, but no, I'm telling you about it when it's at $3.50. So, and I've wrote it down with you guys. So if I was going to jump ship, I would have done it. I would have cashed out and just said, okay, I still believe in ICP, but I'm going to cash out. No, I doubled down because I believe in the technology. I saw it before anyone else did. That's what I believe. This is the Microsoft of crypto. And I don't mean by the technology, I just mean the opportunity. Is the same as Microsoft before people believed in it. It's the same as Bitcoin. Like I just saw a video with Da Vinci. He did call Bitcoin back in 2011, right? So great job on that. This is Da Vinci in 2011 asking everybody to buy Bitcoin for $1. Well, right now in 2022, I am asking you to buy ICP for $3.50 if you want to help yourself. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes, only common sense. And you will thank yourself in, what was it? That was 11 years ago. And that man is a millionaire or a billionaire, maybe, depending on how much Bitcoin he bought. I don't think he bought a million like that thing says, but I think he bought a nice amount. He's set for life. Let's just say that. And so now is your chance. It's only $2.50 more than when Da Vinci told you to buy Bitcoin at $1. So just think of it like that. This is Bitcoin at $1. This is Google at whatever price was good. This is Netflix at the beginning. If you understand how companies, oh, well, I can't even say companies, but certain things develop in the tech industry and in the world. And when you get in at that one moment, that's when the millionaires are made. And then the retail investors come in after that. Now is your chance to beat retail. Right now, you're basically at that key point in history where it goes from it wouldn't really be worth it to buy it at $100 because it just went down to 350. But we're at the lowest price ever. So if you were ever gonna buy ICP, what do you have to lose? What if it goes to $1.50, you lose almost half, and then it goes up to $100 in the next bull run? So if you just take a little bit of a loss now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. Worst case scenario, and then you're a millionaire in the next bull run. Because what if when he bought IC or Bitcoin at $1, it went down to 50 cents first? Oh no, I lost half of my money. But that was only in the first 6 months he got it. He waited however umpteen years or 3 or 4 years, boom, he's almost a billionaire now. And all it took was patience and understanding innovation before its time. That's where money's made. Innovation before its time. And that's what internet computer is. We found something that is incredible. I feel like I have the inside track on something that nobody else knows about. That's how I feel when I invest in ICP. I'm like, I know something that nobody else knows or not very many people know. And I'm trying to yell it from the rooftops, just like I did when Bitcoin was at $8,000. I didn't do it at $1 because my life at that time I was more concentrated on putting myself back together, and that took a few years. Like it takes time to get your life back on track when it gets off. It takes only a little bit of time to steer off of the road, but it takes a lot longer to get back. So I just want to give you hope now. You can. I've came from nothing to where I am right now. So no matter where you're at, if you're starting off with a lot or if you're starting off with a little, I looked at my first Bitcoin transaction. Do you know it was 51 Satoshis at the time? Bitcoin was $8,000. So 51 Satoshis at $8,000. It was, I don't even think it was a penny at the time. And that was my first transaction in Bitcoin. I played a game called I don't remember what it was. Bling Financial. Some game off of Google Play, and then I started really looking into Bitcoin. And then Coinbase gave me some free, and then I started investing. And the stimulus checks came. It was perfect timing. It was like, wow, I found out about this Bitcoin, and now I have money to buy it. And ever since then, I've been looking for another opportunity like Bitcoin at $8,000. So I told you Cardano was going to $2 before it did. I am pretty spot on with seeing potential in a crypto long before other people do. Long before other people do. And so, what I want to tell you is Internet Computer is on the top of my list. I do have other cryptos that I like. I'm not a maxi of Internet Computer, but I'm leaning that way because I think there's the most money to be made in this crypto. Sorry, I kind of ignored the chat. I just, when I get on a rant, I kind of do that, but I'm passionate about this crypto, guys. And I think if you guys understand that, maybe that will, you know, let you know that I'm serious about it, and maybe it'll get you to buy ICP at 350 for yourself. It isn't going to help me if you guys buy ICP at 350. I get absolutely nothing. Just know that it isn't. You guys, I mean, unless you're like a billionaire, it's probably not going to help ICP. I'm not doing it for myself. I am doing this because I believe anybody who invests in ICP at this moment is going to be the winners if they hold it till either the next 2 years in the next bull run or the one after or the one after. So anybody looking for a long-term investment, ICP is good, but I would always have liquid in the bull market just in case you want to take a profit, and I'd always recommend to take profit, guys, no matter what. The SNS subnet launched today. Is that what I'm thinking it is? Is that what's going to lead the Bitcoin integration? The SNS? I might be wrong about that, but I think the SNS has a lot to do with the Bitcoin integration. And if that's the case, then the Bitcoin integration should be coming to mainnet soon. I might have my wires crossed here. Don't quote me on that one. But it pumped ICP. Okay. But if that's Bitcoin integration news, that's awesome. I don't know 100% if the SNS. I'm gonna do some research on that, and I think I might make a video because I don't want to talk about it. I don't really know the SNS too much. This is the technical stuff that I think that people don't understand because I don't understand it. I don't know what the SNS is because even trying to get the airdrop for the SNS, it seemed a little bit complicated. So I think they just need to make things a little bit more user friendly so that we can onboard more people. And I'm just saying that as constructive criticism because they're doing a great job. And I would just say that because I want more people to be able to use it and that we can, because it can scale already. That's the thing. Internet Computer can scale right now because it can do 4,900, 5,000 transactions per second, 36 blocks per second. I mean, it is fast and it can scale a lot of people. Now, what we need is for it to be able to be used by everybody. So we have the capabilities. Now we just need the user friendly. And the more user friendly that they make it, the more even like we want an elderly person to be able to use it like that easy. Like anybody can go and stake their crypto from 18 to 80. Everybody can use it. So that's what we're aiming for. When it comes to the community, what we want out of the developers. If they can make it more user friendly, that'd be great. Dollar cost average. So I might make a video on dollar cost averaging just because some people think it's, just setting up a buy order, once a month at, the same exact time. And you could actually hurt yourself by doing that. Dollar cost average could be a double edged sword. I would manually dollar cost average, which means buy the dip. When it goes down and when crypto goes down, you buy it. But if you set it at the same price every month at the same day, who knows if you set the price at the highest price every single time? Because if you do it at a certain time and day, there's no guarantee on what the price of crypto is going to be. But if you wait and say if you get paid once a month, well, don't put it in right away. If you're like, well, I only get paid once a month, okay, wait. Don't put it in the day you get it. Wait until the next dip and then dollar cost average. Then the next time you get paid, you wait for it and boom, you can get ahead of it that way. A lot of people that it kind of got me. I bought Bitcoin at like every time it would dip and then it would go right back up and then I'd buy it that week I only did it for 2 weeks before I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore, dude. It's like legit buying Bitcoin at the top every single time. Because on Coinbase you can set a dollar cost average. Oh, buy it every week at this time. That's the worst idea in the history of ideas because like it legit buys it at the top. Every time you buy, you sing a bit. I know you don't know. I know something you don't know. Okay. My wife also hits me in the back of the head every time I buy it. I don't have to worry about that right now, so I can be kind of extra risky. Um, you know, I don't have anybody that'll smack me in the back of the head. Doesn't matter what the SEC thinks, their opinion only matters to US crypto. Yeah, worst case scenario, SEC bans XRP. They can still use it in the rest of the world. The SEC does not have world influence like that. So, yeah, it would suck for us in the US, but XRP would still survive. Uh, just curious. Did you buy when it crashed from the hundreds? I did. Bought back in May 28th this year. Been buying more and more when I can. Well, that's smart that you are buying more and more because you're basically lowering. Sorry, excuse me. My throat's getting dry. You're basically lowering your average price. So what happens is, say, I did buy at $44. That was the highest that I bought. I put 1,000. I don't even know, like maybe 1,500 in there. I'm at $44. So that 1,500 is 200 now, I think, or like 100. It went down a lot. But buying at $5, $4, or getting ICP at, $4, that brought my average price, way down. And if you're a creator, you can earn crypto too. You don't have to just buy it. Guys, I recommend become a content creator if you want to. It takes a lot of work. I made 4 videos a day, every single day for a complete year on YouTube. Every day, 4 videos, 2 shorts and 2 videos every day for 1 year. And then I got 1,000 subscribers about 10 months into that year, I think. Um, and so I can earn stuff by creating content. If you don't want to do YouTube, go to Twitter. Crypto Twitter's great. You get 1,000 followers over there. You could probably get one of these crypto companies. Just go ask them. Who knows? They might go ask Graph. Go ask one Dfinity. Go ask one of these crypto companies. After you get yourself 1,000 subscribers, if you can make videos, make content, tweet for them, and I'm sure they'll give you a shot. Who knows? And if they don't, ask someone else because I got shut down a lot before I finally found that open door. There was a million shut doors and one open door, and I found it out of the million shut doors. So you can make crypto, you can buy it. This is the time. Whatever you're doing, get it. It's only $3.50 for a freaking ICP right now. And I was buying it at $44 a piece, thinking it was a bargain. People were buying it at $300, thinking ICP was a bargain at that point. So ICP can go to those prices. The psychology is there. The ICP can go to $750. That's a major hurdle right there because we never went to 60,000 with Bitcoin before. The psychology wasn't there. That's why it was so hard to get above 50,000 because that was a major psychological level. We didn't think we could break it. We did not think we could go above 50,000 with Bitcoin. So I'm gonna cut this out right now. We're starting to make longer videos. I want to make shorter videos so that I can get a lot of information to you guys in a timely manner. But these lives is kind of our communication platform as well. So I don't mind having a little extra longer. So I paper handed worse than poor. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a funny saying. So I laughed. Fire me. No. So this is the SNS subnet. Okay. You can plug into the dashboard and review it. Okay. 325 was my first buy. Heartache. Ooh. Why did you buy it at 325? May I ask? What so I wasn't looking at it at the time when it went up. And I don't know why, because it was all over the charts. I just had so much else going on when it first came out. I'm glad. Because I might have bought it at that price. Excuse me. But I want to know the mindset. I'd like to ask someone to make a video about that. Like have them on the channel and just talk about like what was your I mean, if you think it was worth $325 at that time, a year ago, um, where do you think it's going in the next bull run? I'd like to know that. Because $325, that must have been a massive market cap. I mean, we're talking, it must have been somewhere like in the hundreds of $1 billion. And the only ones that ever done that before is like Ethereum, right? I haven't really seen a lot of hundreds of billions of dollar market cap crypto. And so 325, if there was even 100 million tokens at that point, you're talking about like $325 billion market cap. So that is a crazy evaluation. So if we can get up to that big of a market cap before and we're at $1 billion now, that means that we can over 300x from where we're at right now in market cap terms alone. So all the things that I was telling you, everything backs up that evidence of we're probably going to about $300 again, maybe 350. So, yeah. All right, guys, I could talk all night long. I gotta go. That being said, goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!